Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want us to go back to the book of Job today. Now, in chapter 38, we begin to see somebody very different beginning to speak. We've heard a lot from Job. We've heard a lot from these Job's comforters. I would not call them friends, nor would I really call them comforters. But now, everything changes. Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm. Now, from here through most of the end of the chapter, we have God speaking to Job. These passages that follow are passages that you should read very carefully. This is what God spoke to a righteous man who'd gotten maybe a little arrogant at the end. He'd held to his integrity and he'd done everything right and he had not compromised into sin, but got a little arrogant. And God begins to speak and reveal himself to Job. And what you learn in these next passages is fascinating about God. I want to just share one simple thought with you, though. And it's right at the beginning. Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm, and he said, "Who is this that darkens my counsel with words without knowledge? Who darkens my counsel with words without knowledge?" As a pastor, one of the scariest thoughts in the world is that we would darken the light. Because God's counsel is the light. His word is light. That we would darken the light. The light is meant to bring people out of darkness, and that we would darken the light. You say, well, how do you darken the light? With words without knowledge. Words without knowledge. There are many people today that speak. They speak many words, but they have no knowledge. I remember as a young man listening to a guy talk about some mechanical issues on a car, and he was trying to act like he knew what he was talking about, but I grew up with my daddy teaching me how to work on cars, so I understood how an engine works, and I understood how a Buick Riviera, if you want to change the water pump, you have to pull out the whole radiator. And I mean, it was the hardest thing to work on in the world. And this guy was talking about how it was an easy thing. And Buick Riviera is the easiest engine to work on. And I'm going, grabe, he's never had to work on one. He had words without knowledge. It is very important that when you and I talk to people about God, our words are full of knowledge. Not our words are empty of knowledge. Let me say that again. It's very important when we talk about the Bible with people that we speak from knowledge, not from ignorance. When you and I have words without knowledge, we darken the light. Let's be very careful. And please forgive me, there are many preachers that I love to listen to, and there are some preachers that I will not listen to. Because when you listen to them, they speak without knowledge. They darken the light. Let's make sure to listen to people who unfold the Word of God as the Bible teaches, and not who darken the light.